Hi there, guys. We're going to do some multiplying out of brackets here. These are expanding double brackets or multiplying out sets of double brackets. And again, you can see sometimes you've got y's inside. Here we go. Sometimes you've got x's inside. And you've got w's here, but it's basically just the same thing. Okay, same technique is going to happen here. Okay, well, I've got at least two techniques here. And I'll try and show you the one which I go with, which I think is the simplest, and I might show you some other ones at the end. These questions, by the way, come from Corbett Mathematics. So it comes from this task here. So this comes from Corbett Maths and expanding two brackets. This is a really good set of practice questions. The QR code take you to it, or take you to the video rather. Another video, right? Just another video. Right, okay, so here we go. Let's deal with the first one. So we've got y plus 3 times by y plus 5. So this is a bit like me saying, let's do like 12 times 13. That would be a bit like me saying, well, 12 is 10 plus 2 times by 13 is 10 plus 3. And some people might know about this. Some people might know about this grid method. For multiplication, where you do 10 and 2 and 10 and 3 and times them out. You might have done that before, and so 10 times by 2 gives us 20 there, and then 2 times by 3 gives us 6, and then we can add those together. That's 130 and that's 26, and we can add those together and you get 156. That would be the answer to this thing here, right? Well, in a similar way, you can end up with 4 answers this as well. So how do we get the 4 answers for this? Well, we did 10 times 10, 10 times 2, 20, 10 times, I've done 10 times 10, 10 times 3, and 3 times 2. That's not a nice way of showing it, but there's all 4 combinations there which have turned up. Well, I'm going to try and make that a bit clearer with this thing here. So the way I often do this one is first times by the first, then the outers times by the outers, the insides times by the insides, and then the lasts of the two brackets, so the last times by the last. Okay, now the way in which that's often described in maths is that's the firsts, the outers, the inners, and the lasts. So that would spell FOIL, F-O-I-L. Okay, I'm going to stick with that for a moment, but some people have slightly different ways of remembering that. But as long as you've basically got 4 loops and they're all different and we're timesing across those, you're going to get this right, or at least you should. Okay, so let's do this now. So the first times the first is y times y squared. The outers, the O, is y times by 5. So that's going to give us 5y. The inners, that's this one here, is the 3 times by y, so that's plus 3y. And the last is 3 times by 5 there. Okay, so that's the last there. So 3 times by 5 is 50. Now, you're pretty much done. It's just that you should notice now that this simplifies. These are like terms. So we've got y squared. Okay, that's different to amounts of y. So we've got only one lot of y squared. And then we've got 8 lots of y, so 5 y's and another 3 y's. So that's 8 lots of y. And then we have plus 15 on the end as well. Okay, so we can finish it off like that. So that's your final answer. Now, when you get good at these, you'll notice that every time when you do this, the number at the end, let's check this out, okay, the number at the end is 5 times 3, 3 times 5. It's always the 2 last times together. And the 5 and the 3 added together, so the 3 and the 5 added together is going to give you this middle term. And normally we do the squared first, and then the y or the x, and then the number without y or x at the end. Okay, so that's how we would do that question. Okay. Now, if you want just a little practice on this one, let's just do another one here. Okay, and just give you a chance to work that one out. If you just pause the video, and I'm just going to do it quickly here as well. First times first, x squared. So it's x times x. Outers, so it's x times by the 3, it's 3x. Inners, it's 4x. And lasts is 4 times 3 is 12. This one you're getting x squared, 7x, and 12. Okay, hopefully you paused up and you got that one right. Okay, let's do this next one. This next one has a minus involved. So we've got x plus 5 and then x minus 1. Okay, but we do exactly the same technique. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do, let's choose a different color. Then we're going to do 5 times by x. And last but not least, we're going to do 5 times by minus 1. Okay, so the green one first, x times x is x squared. The outers, green one is f. Outers is the blue one. So we're going to do, the blue one is x times by minus 1 is minus 1 lot of x. But we don't write the 1 in front. We just say minus x there. Let me just, a bit more space. Kind of messed up a bit there. Oh well. Right, so minus x. And then we're going to do, so that's the outers. Then we're going to do the inners. So inners is the 5 times by x. I'm going to have to squeeze it in down here. Okay, so it's a bit messy. So 5 times by x is 5x. Done that. And the last is the purple one at the end, which is 5 times by minus 1. And that's going to be minus 5. Okay, now again, you're going to combine those two middle terms. So let's use a different color. So the two middle terms there are going to give you 5x, take away 1x. Easier to do the positive number first. So 5x and take away the x brings you down to 4x. Okay, 5 take away 1 is 4x. We've still got the x squared, and we've still got the minus 5 at the end as well. So that's your final answer. Okay, so last one of these, and last one is going to be this one here. And let's do this one quite quickly. We've got w take away 2, and then w take away 7. Now, as ever, there's kind of a hidden time sign in the middle here. If ever there's a hidden sign, it's a time sign. And we're going to times those two things together. So we're going to do, let's just do some colors again. Let's do this times this times this, and then this times this. Change color for that. Let's change to green. So we do this times this, and then this times this. Okay, so w times w, the first of the orange ones, is going to give us w squared. Second of the orange ones is w times by minus 7, minus 7w. First of the green ones, minus 2w. And the last of the green ones, second of the green ones, is minus 2 times minus 7, brings us back to plus 14. Okay, now we can simplify that one, or let's put the equals in there as well. We can simplify that one. We've got w squared, take away 9w, and then plus 14. And we can see that these two middle terms here simplify. Minus 7, take away minus 2, gives you minus 9. Some people struggle with that one a little bit. They might think that becomes a plus 9 because you've got two minuses, but the two minuses aren't together. So the way I think of this one is simply, if you're down in a lift, but there's like the lobby is at 0. If you're down at minus 7, I don't know which buildings go down to minus 7, but you know, if you go down to minus 7 and you want to go down 2 more, that's going to take you down to minus 9. Okay, minus 8 and then minus 9. Okay, right, well, thanks for listening in. In the next video, I'm going to do some slightly more complicated multiplying out of 2 brackets. So it's going to be a third video to this set. Thanks guys for listening in, and hopefully see you back for the next one.